it's Healtodeath.
And it's Andrew.
Just Andrew.
So I gotta say something first. It's been a little while since we've done a podcast.
It's been
And
more.
the last one that we did was entitled "The Warrior is Back?" And the answer is no.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, first off, it's been too long that we've.
Yeah,
done
it's
a
been so
podcast.
long that I switched from the Warrior, and now I'm on the Demon Hunter, and it's completely geared up.
Okay, but that,
So-
like, honestly, you switching your main really doesn't.
I mean,
tell
that
how long it's been, because that happens all the time.
no, that's how everyone bases their time, off of what
You specifically.
I am playing at the moment. Yes,
Okay. Do you like my pink headphones?
I like your son's pink headphones.
So I have to tell a story because our son's favorite color is pink, and he needed his own set of headphones for gaming and school and stuff like that. And so Drew got him the pink ones, and I'm kind of jealous.
Yeah, well, you get to wear them for the podcast,
podcast,
and that's
like,
it.
To steal
Then
them
they
a
go
little bit.
back. It's like you're one of the divorcees that gets the headphones on the weekends.
Yeah, okay.
There you go.
Well, we have stuff going on
Yes,
because it's been so long.
so long.
And, well, where do you even want to start?
Let's start with the trying for not this month, but the last month.
So this is the drawing for March.
Yes.
We're just going to start with the drawing.
Yeah, March.
Get it done.
Yeah, let's get that done. Get caught up.
So, like, depending on who we got. Wait,
Thunderfury.
oh, God. So, like, we always say, like, on there, like, what they got the ticket for. So some of these are really older. You'd be like, what? Because it's from March.
Yeah, it's like
And we're almost in May.
for the Battle of 1812.
Sorry, guys. Okay. Readies? Are you going to pull it?
I'm ready. Not multiple readies.
We're just doing this right off the bat, man. I thought this is usually, like, hopefully we, like, make people stay for the podcast. Just one. So many.
Why are they all sticking? Okay. God, is that one? It's a really long one. Whoever has a really... Are you kidding me?
That's the same from last week. Is that legal?
I mean, yeah.
To have the same one? Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It's
It's Buzz Order for raid attendance. Good job on showing up to raid.
Again.
Which is
2 times. That's
usually a total of 2 hours a week now.
Yeah. We've become very efficient. Anyways, well, Grass Blood, again, for that.
Good job. Now you can get something else. Just keep on doing it, and you don't have to have a job.
I mean,
Just
we're
win
excited.
this.
It's just, like, we kind of, that was rude.
Yeah, not only that, but
It's surprising to see it back to back.
shout out to him that he shouldn't take any of these, because his real gift that he got was he got his KSM
He did. Well,
this week.
He got it on
He got his
own, most- a lot of it.
KSM by clearing the last 2 dungeons on this week.
And this week is, because I haven't run any Mythic Plus, because it sucks. I don't
It's
know what
fortified, bolstering.
It's not it's Thai.
Tie, bolstering, and necrotic,
It's a good week.
which is
to not run keys.
yeah, it's a little bit rough.
Yeah, good for him though. That's awesome. Actually, I think on our Might Blue, that makes so it's
Everybody,
but Moose
2 people.
and
Who would the other one be?
I don't know who else.
He plays a Death Knight.
Oh, Jason.
Yes.
That's true. But we should try to get, like you said, all of Might Blue.
Yeah, and actually, I put that out there for the entire guild because we want to get everybody that wants it.
Anybody, honestly.
Yep.
And my key, except for this week, but my keys are for, like, whoever needs them, have at them.
Set 4 this week
Is MDI.
is MDI. So make sure that if you have a necrotic wake key or
Miss. Is it Miss?
no, the other side key, you hold on to those, because if you
right.
don't, you will end up like us last time.
Please
And we
hold on to
ran-
your key.
Me in prison ran, I think, about 10 dungeons.
You guys worked so hard. I was there for like 3 of those dungeons, and you guys like kept going. Like, I remember I went to bed, and then you still didn't get a key, and then the next day I was like, I'm not running these, and you and Risen kept running them, and then finally somebody got it, and it was just craziness.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool.
Yes. So Since we're kind of talking about HDMI, where
It's HDMI
I'm so
cables.
Tired.
That is what you won, Blood. You won an HDMI
expensive,
cable.
so I mean, unless you get a discount.
Yeah, it's about that big.
Anyways, so with MDI, you decided to make some cool like intro graphic. Well, it's a picture, but
Yes.
you also have like a video version.
Yes, there's a
Kind of
picture
hype
version,
people up.
and it's like a team photo. Pretty much is
Photo,
what it is.
and it's really neat.
Team photo, but a little bit spruced up.
It's epic. I
Yeah.
think it looks cool. We have them in front of us. I have 3 on my 3 monitors.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and start over here.
Okay.
Let's start with Might Black. This is their team photo.
Roster Might Black. There's a lot of people.
There are 2 people that used to be on Might Black that are not on Might Black anymore. So they have a total of 9 people.
So listen, Might Black, there are no excuses to not have 5 to run MDI.
And there's also no excuses to not have shirts on. Because for some reason, it shows here, it doesn't matter if you're big or small. You don't wear a shirt.
Also, I really
Might Black.
appreciate Rad's transmog.
Red.
Like, what the hell? Like, everybody is so cool looking. And then you got, like, Lynx and Hans that, like, intentionally you could say, you know,
Like-
kind of messing with people. But then what the heck is going on
Well,
with
you could tell
Rad?
that he doesn't want to spend money on transmog. It's just like he's in the process of gearing up. This is what it looks like.
This man does not care. He's like, this is who I am. This is what I wear.
Right.
Amazing.
Yeah, so that's the team, all 9
Looks
of them.
really cool.
Yep, so on their team is Lynx, Naughty Demon, Hans Gruber, Essential Oil, which is spooky. Scrumpfu, Cracked, Zat, Astrand, and Red Death.
Uh-huh.
And that's Might Black.
That's Might Black.
Yep.
You guys look awesome.
It's awesome.
Except, you know, Rad, we got some questions, but yeah, in Link's movie, like, yeah, what is this? Anyways, I love it. It's very cool.
All right, and then let's go over to Mike Gold here.
Okay.
So Mike Gold,
Yes.
very gold.
I love it. They like put on the most gold. This is what we did when I was on Mike Gold too. You put on the most gold-esque outfit you have. Baylock is a Mega Gnome.
He is a Mechanome now. I think that changed here like very recently.
Very recently. Like
Yeah.
he wasn't a Mega Gnome in last raid. I'm almost positive.
Funny thing about that is I put these together using Well Model Viewer, and for some reason, just on the Mechanomes, they wouldn't have they'd have a cloak on, but it wouldn't cover their chest. So
Wait,
they looked like Might Black's dudes. With
like their chest piece
yeah,
wasn't working?
yeah, like it was just naked.
Wait, why?
Yeah, I don't know, but we figured that out, and they look great there. But yeah, so on Mike Gold's team,
Yes.
is Nerix, Baylock, Mavadin, Fantasia, Rain Druid, and Canter Kane. They only have 6 people,
They do.
but yet they show up all the time.
Stop you're gonna make Scrumpy like flip his table over. The poor guy, okay?
Well,
He tries so hard to rally the troops.
I really think Mike Black is in a good place now.
No, they are. They're in a
with
great
people
place.
that can show up, and if people can't, they let them know.
Well, so I just even looking at this roster right now,
Mm-hmm.
I know that Hans is usually, it's too late for him usually, and then also he has a newborn,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then Lynx is in Mexico.
Right.
So that's already 2 down.
Yeah, but they've got their core there, and I think it's actually a pretty good team.
It's a good team.
They are the most recent winners.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's
And-
true. They won the very last dungeon of the very last MDI we did.
Yeah, and it's actually awesome because they're 4 points behind Mike Gold. Mike Blue is 1 point ahead of Mike Gold.
Okay.
Mike Gold is 4 points ahead of Mike Black. But how this works is you get a certain amount of points for first place, second place, and third place. So if this
And the key difficulty also, right?
Yeah, and the
isn't
key
there some
difficulty.
weight there.
So this weekend, if Mike Gold takes third place in both dungeons and Mike Black takes first place in both dungeons, they will be tied for second place.
Ooh, okay, interesting.
Yeah. So that's pretty wild, right? Like everyone's thinking like Mike Black's out of it. No, definitely not. Like that they could catch up to beat
Yeah.
in the first 2 slots, this weekend if they were to do it.
And these seasons go with the patch, right?
They do.
Okay.
So they're going to go until pretty much 2 weeks from when patch drops.
So season 1 is for Prideful. Like that's this season. Yep. Okay, cool. So we've got some time because 9.1 is not going to launch for a little while at least. Oh, that's not confusion, but there's speculation on when it's going to drop. But we do have some time.
Right. Seems. Yeah, for a little while at least. So let's go ahead and go on to Might Blue here. Save the best for last.
I'm so glad I'm on your team this time because I'd be so tilted right now. So many reasons.
So we have the guy who wins all the drawings, Bloodsporter, Big Daddy, Kazari, Fell Reaper, which is basically my main now.
Which is now Demon Hunter because switching all the time.
Prison, otherwise known as Water Buffalo.
I love his home. It's awesome.
Nightforged, your new... Isn't it a main? Is it a new main?
I really have fun on that character a lot.
Well, that should be your main.
I know, but I don't think I'm as good on it as I am with the Resto Druid. But the only reason why I quote, good on the Resto Druid is because I just played it so much. Like, I sucked on that character when I first started, too. So.
And then, last but not least, is the cheat off in the corner.
His pauldrons were very big. I remember you were trying.
Dude, yeah, that's the reason why he's there is because his pauldrons would have taken up the space of like 3 people.
I told you, I was like, you should bring the cheat up closer, and like you did, and his like pauldron was like, shit. I was like, oh, right? Now I get it. Okay,
it's like there's a reason why he's at the end and why Bloodsporter with his big ass hat is at the end.
You made it work. You fit us all in there. I'm very impressed. It looks great.
Those are the teams, and then we also have the videos of those. So let's go ahead. Can you bring those up?
I can. Yes.
Okay.
Keep talking while that's happening. I totally clicked on the wrong thing. Don't look. I'm messing up. So the videos, you want me to play them here?
Yep.
Any specific order?
You can choose. That's fine.
Okay. Well, we'll start with blue because we ended with blue. Okay.
All right.
It's good. It's pretty cool.
Cool.
You did a good job.
And you got the next one here?
Yes, I do. I have Mike Gold.
Yep, but there's a
You have to play. Can we play the other one too?
We can. Yeah.
Okay, so Drew was like posting this in officer chat because these were the leads are for these groups. And he posted this one for Mike Gold first. Nope, this is the good one.
Yeah, this is the good one. So.
I love it. I actually really like their background. I'm pretty jealous of their background. You did a good job with ours, but I always love that goldy sparkle.
Okay, so
here it is. Ready?
Yeah. It's very Baylock theme.
No, you can't just like relate everything back to Texas. I think it's so funny because like Baylock's like, why is this so twangy? I think it's awesome. But you can't do it.
And then we've got Might Blacks here.
I like how everybody comes in like that. It's really good. Very cool. So are you going to use this for like the YouTube channel and stuff?
Yeah, that's the plan. I'm wanting to do a little bit more, and it's been a little while since I've kind of sat down and done things. So.
We totally missed the opportunity to do the like voiceover on the other MDIs, and I apologize for that, guys. We just kind of fell out of the groove of things, but we're getting back in there right now.
Yeah, definitely getting back in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was just like a point in time where I was just like, I just want to get the Demon Hunter geared, and that's all I want to do.
Yeah.
And now it's geared, so done.
Well, and on that too, it was really sad, but we were notified that Laffy is going to step away from WoW. Has nothing to do with like drama or anything. She just, like
hates us. No, just kidding.
No, it just kind of lost interest in WoW. She's got some like real life work stuff, just keeping busy. And she just kind of like her subscription was about to end after like the 6 months. And she's like, I'm just going to let it expire. You know, miss you guys. She's still going to be active in Discord and everything, which is amazing and awesome. So, but with that, you actually stepped down as a tank so that other people could tank this patch, which is really nice.
That was kind of decided in the last expansion.
Because I brought that up to you, you know, and I was like, there's other people that really want to give tanking a try, you know, and it was Laffy who reached out.
Right.
So we let her do that. But now since she's stepping down, you're gonna pick up that spot, and it sounds like with the Demon Hunter.
Yep.
But yeah, thank you for doing that, you know, because I could, tanking is always your thing. And I did feel bad because you're kind of in a weird place where you're like, I'm going to try a DPS, but like it just, you're good. I think you're great at DPS and I think you're great at healing, but there's something with tanking that just clicks so much quicker for you. And you just, I don't know.
Well, I mean, I didn't tank in vanilla because you couldn't with Paladin.
But now with the Paladin, right?
But,
since then,
from Burning Crusade until 8.2 of BFA is basically tanking.
Yeah. In fact, I remember, I mean, we were together at the time when BC came out, and you were like so excited that the Paladin, like the protection Paladin, was going to be an actual viable thing. In fact,
because we tried. We tried.
Yes.
Like I tried tanking. Like I could tank maybe like 2 bosses in AQ20.
Yeah.
And that's it.
But it just didn't work. They didn't have that character. The Paladin did not work well at the beginning of WoW.
It was weird because they had the entire defense stat that you had to be a certain amount or else you would get crushed. But then also you had to get aggro because you're a Paladin, so you need to have lots of spell power. Mm-hmm. And there wasn't a mixture of gear that had that was both. Gear didn't make
any sense, yeah. Especially not on plate, right? Like it was like all over the place. And then when they finally let you tank in BC, you actually had to put a buff on you. Like you had to like remember every
Righteous
time.
Fury was...
Yes, oh my gosh.
Righteous Fury was a thing, I think, until like Legion, honestly.
No, was it really?
I think so.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah, because Are
you sure they didn't get rid of that at the end of BC? Because I remember...
No.
Okay, well, I remember... You know how like they do the patch before the next expansion and you kind of get like a taste of what the character, like all the classes are going to have?
Right.
I was actually playing the Ret Paladin at the time. And I remember that's when the Paladin got like a big, fairly big overhaul. And I remember it was so weird. Remember you had the 3 different judgments? And I thought it was so weird. So I thought like
you had different judgment. You had different seals.
Yeah, and then I thought that's when they also got rid of your Righteous Fury, but I guess not.
Righteous Fury hung around for quite some time.
It's a weird one.
But yeah, this is my first time with the Demon Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
My only other classes I tinked with it was Paladin, and then it was Druid. For like a patch.
It was like it was like a patch.
Yeah.
But you were on that character 24/7.
And then it was Paladin, and then it was Warrior for a little bit, and now it's Paladin, it's Demon Hunter,
and now it's the Demon Hunter.
Yeah.
The DK you keep like trying to dip your.
I can't do that.
I'm gonna keep trying, and then every time you try the DK, you're like, you're just like, this isn't my thing.
Yeah, it's
every
just,
time.
And it's almost in the same place that Prop Paladin is right now.
Is it?
Because like you can have stuff up for defensives. You have great cooldowns, but they're like really long. But then you're kind of
vulnerable.
Yeah, vulnerable if you don't have that up.
But then you don't have the speed like you do on the Demon Hunter, right? Demon Hunter, like when you like have those moments of, oh shoot, you could just like literally get out.
Yeah. Well,
right.
I mean, and that's also kind of a weird thing is the legendaries for like the Paladin in tanking. They all have to do with like increased damage or increased shield procs or whatever.
Right.
Which shield whenever you throw your shield, if you respect for it, it gives you an absorb shield, which isn't a lot, but it's a little bit.
Okay.
But it's completely different than like the Demon Hunter one. The Demon Hunter one, they have like their legendary is to reduce the cooldown of like one of your main cooldowns.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
Which is it's crazy that's not that way for the Paladin.
Well, we'll see what happens when the new legendaries are introduced from the Covenants.
Right.
Because that might really mix things up.
Yeah. But I'm just having fun with it. And
Good.
I really, really like the mobility and just the utility of everything it can do. One thing that's really weird is it can't stun.
Yeah.
It's the only tank that I've seen that can't stun.
Yeah.
I can't even spec into a stun.
I thought you could.
No.
Is that only for DPS?
I mean, unless I'm missing something.
Interesting.
Yeah. I think it's for DPS, yeah. But,
okay.
Yeah.
Huh. Very interesting. Sorry, I'm going to kind of rewind a little bit because we were talking about raid. That's when we started talking about you tanking. But I wanted to mention this Friday is going to be our first time we're trying the Timewalking raid. Since Fridays we don't have anything to do. I think every 2 weeks Blizzard does a Timewalking.
And which one is it this week?
It is Ulduar. So don't.
I hate the first one where you have to run around in those stupid vehicles.
Yeah, that part is going to be... but I'm excited for
XT.
He's like, no. That guy was amazing.
Yeah.
I love that guy.
That's going to be interesting.
It's a big raid though, and I didn't know what was going on in that raid. Somebody else was leading. I don't even know if I did that place right.
Well, you better read up.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of work because there's a lot of bosses. You know what? Honestly, like the time walking stuff might be a lot of input from people who remember it in the past.
So how do those work exactly?
I've never done one.
What kind of gear do you get out of them?
I think 200.
Okay, so it's not like good gear. So
It's like alt gear.
Okay, so here's a question: Is there going to be a limit on who can come?
I invited ready for raid and up.
Okay.
So,
but like, if let's say that you're leveling up and you're in that level range,
I don't know.
Does it scale up for you?
I've never done this. I'm new
because
to the
because in all the other time walking, like in the time walking dungeons, it works that way.
Because it'll bring our levels down.
Right. So we might want to just open it up for
everybody.
anybody.
You're invited. I think, I don't know. This is going to be this is just a reason to get together, honestly, because I miss hanging out with you guys for more than like 2 hours a week.
Yeah. We're going to start having more things on Friday, whether it's raid, whether it's RBGs, whether it's drinking competitions.
Drinking competitions?
Yeah.
You can't stream that.
I didn't say alcohol. Did I?
We need to
just drink as much
super hydrated
Pepsi as you can in the next 4 minutes. Go.
Pepsi. If it were water, first off, this is a good transition.
Okay.
To Might, now it's Might Health. I changed it in Discord.
It is.
The fitness part of fitness is still Might Fitness, but I changed it to health because there's actually that if you're not part of that channel, you should take a look. It's actually a really positive channel, and it's really good. I love that's actually, did you know this is the first channel I check in the morning? Like when I go to Discord, the first one I always check is Might Health because
because you want to see dudes point at you?
I'm like, yeah. No. It's really nice to see like people doing reaching these goals that they want to reach, and
everybody's
really
very supportive of it too.
Yeah, and it's really good. But the reason why we changed it from Might Fitness to Might Health is because a lot of mental health gets posted in there, and a lot of motivational stuff gets posted in there, and it's just an overall cool channel. And I really am proud of you guys. You're doing awesome.
Yeah.
So keep it up, and more participants, and including me and including you. You just posted one today, which was really good.
Yeah. Well, when we first started off, it was for our Might Fitness weekly thing that we were doing.
I was wondering if we should bring that back.
I think we need to bring it back, but in a different way.
Yeah, I thought I was pretty darn clever. I made a fitness activity for every class in WoW. Mm-hmm. It was so nerdy.
It was good. I think the only problem is the tracking of it. Like, no one wants to track it.
Right.
But maybe we put it out there kind of like the Guild Quest is right now of hey, do this week. Post your picture. Because...
So that ended up what I ended up doing with it. That's what I ended up doing with it. So I could do it the same way.
Why did you stop?
Sorry. I don't know.
Okay.
The participating, I think, ended up being what happened. But it seems like there's enough people there to participate. Do you like the stare? I was staring at you because you're saying everything I did. Yes. A weekly challenge where you can get a raffle ticket. I think we should bring that back because it was fun. We have some new people in the guild.
Yes.
And I think it's really important because 9.1 is, it's somewhere in sight that we need to talk about these officer positions again.
Okay.
Because just a quick reminder and everything, first off on how we do it, and then also if people are interested, what they need to look for and how they even do this. So if you guys don't know, Might picks their officers every patch. You guys vote, like if you're interested in a position, you put your name in and people vote for you, and that's how the officers are decided.
Not the GM though, just putting it out there. Not the GM.
Don't have to say that every time.
You guys are stuck with me.
Yes. So, and like anybody who's interested, please let us know for any position. The votes are done privately, so nobody's going to be like, oh, well, they got one vote. But, at least get your name out there. Because especially if it's something like, oh, I'm interested in raid lead, but, people wouldn't even know that you were. At least your name gets out there so that next time, even if you don't become raid lead, they'll people will just have that in the back of their mind and pay more attention to what you do in raid.
Or perhaps it shows interest in it, and then you could be one of the assistants.
Exactly, assistant, or you'll do the farm raid or whatever.
Or something like that.
So the positions.
Flip over the table. When she's talking about raid lead, she's like, if you guys run for this, I'm going to flip the table.
I'm not used to having a cord attached, okay? Shut up. So the positions are raid leader, and the raid leader gets to pick their assistant raid lead. So obviously they have to ask them if they would do it with them. But that position the assistant is not ran for, because we want to make sure that the raid lead and the assistant raid lead work well together. Yeah. So that's up to the raid lead. We have the treasurer.
Right.
Which is Miss current position, pretty much in charge. Okay, well, first off, the raid lead, let me go back over. It's just real quick. Prepares for all the raid and makes up the rules and the ranks and stuff in order to proceed for raid. And our goal at the end is always to at least get AOTC.
AOTC, anything past that, awesome if you can. If people don't want to, then it's not something that we want to do.
Right. So. Okay, so that's the raid leader. We have the treasurer, which is what Miss is doing right now. He does a great job. You pretty much organize everything with the guild bank. You make sure that there's always flasks and food and oils and just everything stocked up, as well as the guild itself is just getting an income of money so that we can do repairs for raid
and also making the needs transparent to the community. Like, for instance, we need this.
Yes.
And that's what the shopping list is. Basically.
Yeah, which I think he's got everything so on lockdown right now that I don't even know how much he's been utilizing the shopping list, but that is something especially when a new patch hits, there'll be things we'll need, and that's part of the job. The PvP officer, which this position is kind of a challenge at the moment because we have a lot of PvEers. So this position would not only maybe get people interested in it, but continuously have events going on to kind of get people interested, or even going as far as recruiting people who are interested in PvP to kind of get it upstart and going.
Right. And with this, I don't expect it to be overnight. It's a process. And
Scruffy has had some such fun events going on for PvP.
In BFA, our number one goal, we didn't reach it, was to get a Rated Battleground win for the guild. And we got that this patch so far.
Scrumpy.
And there's been multiple events.
Yeah, he's been doing really well with the events. But we still need more interest from the community, I think, for PvP. So that's a position.
Yep.
And then we have the social media officer, right? And then, so they're in charge of, that's Candra's position right now. And you post stuff pretty much on Twitter or Instagram, just things that you can kind of, it's you can keep up to date. Because a lot of stuff's going on in Discord at all times. So if somebody could go through that and kind of post the big headliners, that's what we need. And then the character improvement officer, which is hacked currently. And that's somebody to help someone get to where they want to be with their character.
Yeah. A lot of times in WoW, it's okay, I'm not doing this. I don't know what to do. Even after you've read whatever and you look stuff up, maybe just something doesn't click.
Or even boss fights. If you're just I just don't know what's going on here, and that's absolutely fine too.
Yeah. And it's a way for us, because we do have the ranks in raid. We don't want those to ever be something that stops you from being able to progress into raid with us. So if you don't meet those marks, that's where this falls in. And he will help you out to get you to that mark. Now, he will help you. He won't do it for you.
No, Hacks is so good about it, though. And one of the best things, too, is he, like, legitimately gets excited to look at logs after he's had a meeting with somebody. He's like, I can't wait to see this person's log, so-and-so. Like, oh, they, like, look how much they jump. Like, he is so happy to help, and he really wants people to succeed. So that's a position. So again, if you are interested in any of these, we'll probably give the, like, okay, guys, anybody interested, please.
We still have 2, though.
We do?
Yeah, we have.
The Bay. Bay he's the quest giver.
Yep.
So that's where you see the guild quests posted. We do one of those a week, and that's a good way to get a raffle ticket. Guild quests are just anything that is extra in game that's pretty chill or relaxing. It's just like something you could just do that keeps you logging in. Such, like a lot of the times he'll have like, you do this and you get a toy, or you do this and you get, whatever. Like some.
There will be nothing to increase your power level in game,
right?
But it's more cosmetic, extra stuff like that.
Yeah, like even
Titles.
sometimes he's had some really cool, like puzzles and stuff, or like pictures you post, or anything.
Yeah,
It's just
and
fun.
I mean, it could be something that's in game, or it could be a game that you make, in game. And that's kind of where it's kind of cool, because
like a scavenger hunt.
Yeah, you can kind of sandbox WoW as that person and make up pretty much whatever you want to do as a game.
Yeah, it's very, very cool. And then we also we said you were missing one more.
Yep. Social media.
I already said it. Candor.
Did you?
Okay. Wait, did you zone out?
I mean,
you don't even hear me anymore. I am your wife.
I mean, there's a lot coming out of that mouth. I just, if I catch like 80% of it, I think that should be good enough for a B.
I did cover this. Thank you. But yes, so those are the officers. You know what? I was wondering, do you think we'd ever have an officer? I mean, they wouldn't necessarily have to be involved with like any WoW decisions and stuff. You almost kind of need to split like people who make decisions for the guild and people who are just in charge, like, as officers.
Right.
But somebody who would be in charge of other game night, like, we do need a cool name, but like people that's like, oh, I'm going to schedule in a tabletop thing tonight. I'm going to schedule in Overwatch tonight. I'm going to schedule just like community events. Community event officer.
You know what, though? I don't think we'd ever have an officer position like that. But I definitely am looking to people that want to head up groups like that.
Yeah. Well, even there was like all this chatter today about people really excited. They're like, can we make a book club? I was like, dude, yeah, you can make a book club, but I can't lead a book club,
What are those?
It's a club where you read books.
Just to you hit people with?
It's a club made out of books.
Okay.
Yes.
I can get on board with that.
No, but that's something like, I don't know, like, because then it could be somebody that doesn't play WoW. Like it could be Lee or Hannah or whomever, that like,
yeah, I mean,
to hang
like
out.
if anybody wants to do something, just talk to me about it and we'll be all for it.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a good chance that we can make it happen.
We'll help out if you need to publicize it, if you need to put it on the Twitter, if you need to do anything, if you need to make a channel in Discord, we could do that as long as you don't just erase them all.
I only deleted 4 and they were not being used. Okay, just back off. Okay, that's what I wanted to talk about for WoW and the community. Is there anything that you wanted to talk about?
Well, I mean, there's a few things. I think maybe that we're in a lull right now.
Yeah.
And
an expected lull.
Yeah.
Though, like, this is not.
So we've lost a lot of people to there being not a whole lot to do in game. I mean, there's a lot to do, but not stuff that is really power increasing,
Yeah.
And I fully expect those people to come back once the patch hits. But before that happens, I think we're going to lose more and more people. Not to other guilds, but maybe to other games for right now. But no one ever quits WoW. They're always going to come back.
We'll see. But yeah, like, I don't want people to.
Yeah, but don't freak out, because like this is happening with everybody. Just there's not a whole lot to log in for, especially during tie week.
I seriously did not run a dungeon this week on either character, I don't think.
Yeah.
I
So
just said nope.
So things are going to get a little bit thinned out, but it's just normal.
It'll be fine.
Yeah.
It'll be totally fine. Like I said, at least we have our Discord, and we have other. I mean, last night we got together and we had like 7 people participate in Overwatch.
Yeah.
You know,
And
just
that's the
things.
thing is like it's more of a just group of friends than anything. And I think that's what's going to set us apart.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah, we're more of a community than a guild.
Yeah. And that's why, like, I'm excited about the Might Fitness stuff and other games.
Yeah. So if you did quit WoW recently and you're a druid, don't feel bad about talking in Discord because you're a part of the community, whether you're playing WoW or not.
It's true.
So
well, there's lots of people that have just kind of been a little bit MIA in WoW. That's okay. Can we talk about Overwatch?
yes. Wait.
Okay.
Okay. Now we could talk about Overwatch.
I know. You know what I hate is when every time you edit this, like the transitions, you always do it when you do it, but when I do it, you never do it, so I just look stupid.
Well, here, let's do it again. Ready? All right.
Anyways, lots of stuff going on with Overwatch, in my opinion. They had the archives event for the last 3 weeks,
Right?
which
Where
is
you can get the Genji thing that cost
gosh, I
me
have to log on and go buy that.
money.
Yeah, we had to get that for our son because he's like super into Samurai, and if that was gonna get him to play a Blizzard game, that was gonna be it.
Right.
So there was the archives event, and they did it different this time. Okay, first off, it was different. I don't remember when they started this, but they started making it so you could get a skin, not just out of boxes, but you can get a specific skin by winning 9 games, right?
Right. Yeah,
That was
that's
the
been
thing.
going on for 2 years now, I think.
I don't know if it was that long. I would say a year, maybe.
2 years,
I don't know.
probably.
Like the year of
Around 2
COVID
years,
has
probably.
squished down to like a week.
Yeah, it's
or maybe.
estimated about 2 years.
Okay, you said 2 years. I got it. I got it. Okay. Anyways, but they switched it up this event, and for whatever reason, they made it so instead of winning 9 games in whatever you wanted, comp or quick play, you had to get 30 stars in the archives event. And I don't know if I liked that. I didn't.
Well, I mean, you don't have to win games because you get stars from just playing.
Yeah, but also 30 stars was a lot, and you ended up just
Dude, some of those archive things are freaking hard.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah. So at least, when you're failing, you're getting progress towards that.
I guess. But yeah, no, they had the ones where it was like weird differences, right? Like anytime an enemy dies, it was like sanguine. They would leave a puddle of lava.
Just all the Blizzard games,
they just keep
bleh.
melding together.
Everything.
Yeah. There was something else too. I can't remember, but yeah, there was like weird affixes in Overwatch for this event. Anyway, so there was 3 skins you get from that, and that was cool. The event is over now, though, if you're watching this, unless this gets released tonight, because
I'm going to release this 1 minute before the servers go
he
down.
just loves to make me look stupid every time. So that was cool, and then a big news is that Jeff Kaplan's leaving.
Yeah.
Left? I couldn't find the exact date that he's like literally out. They just said, "Oh, Jeff Kaplan is leaving and Aaron's replaced." And I was like,
What was that thing? He's like, bye, bitches.
"What? When was that?"
Remember we were watching God, that comedy guy that talks.
Not Dino. Oh wait. Oh, the political guy.
Yeah,
On HBO. Gosh, I can't think of his name.
Yeah, I don't know. He's British. But he's like,
Oh my gosh.
he's like, see you guys. I'm out.
I think he's on a wheelie chair though, so he just like gently rolls off to the side. Yes, that's not what Jeff Kaplan did. I don't know what there was no explanation on why he was leaving. He was just very polite in his leaving statement.
Right.
He just said, "Thank you so much for 19 wonderful years" or something. He's also the vice president of Blizzard, or he was.
Yeah.
So what's interesting is the Overwatch community is really sad about this because Jeff Kaplan, he's the face of Overwatch. He was the lead designer and then the VP of Blizzard, but he was like a cool guy,
Yeah.
Like he was just people just
Like he was
liked
down
him.
for like stupid stuff like
He
the
was.
Christmas thing.
Like, yeah. Oh my gosh. Yes.
So.
Just so many things. And any interview with him, he was just like, you know, when I first started watching, like before I knew really who he was, I was like, this guy just seems like so like boring, you know? And then I realized that he's actually hilarious.
Yeah.
He just plays it off as very serious. Mm-hmm. But anyways, he's a really cool guy, but he is officially, I think he's already out.
Yeah.
With no explanation why. So there's a lot of speculation on what happened exactly behind closed doors. Who knows? I've been talking a lot about it in Discord, but it has hurt the community pretty hard.
Yeah. But overall, I think it'll be okay.
I think so. Well, people are worried about Overwatch 2, and I would expect that Overwatch 2 is mostly done. Like in a bulk, the base of it is done, right? Like the idea is already on paper. That's just getting it done. But I'm worried with him out, there's going to be some changes to it that all of a sudden you see like Activision getting their little greedy hands to like make it a little bit more profitable. Because Jeff promised so many things that pretty much you didn't even need to buy Overwatch 2 unless you wanted to play the PvE stuff. And, you know, they were going to give you this stuff, you know, because we understand that's important to you, so you can get it for free, like your border icon. We want to get, like, there was a lot of free stuff that he kept saying.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if that was part of.
You know, I don't know if it is. I've in where I work at, we have a lot of people that are not returning too, and I think it has more to do with you being off for a year, seeing what it's like to not have to go back into work, and then you facing the decision of, well, I'm a millionaire, and I could just chill.
Is he a millionaire? You think? Yeah, VP. He's a VP too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of how I took more when Chris Metzen left. Like, he had some other, like, health stuff going on, but it was very much like, I've got all this money. I'm going to go hang out with the family, guys. Bye. Like, it was like one of those moments, and you're just like, yeah, I can't really blame him for that. I don't know. It's kind of weird, though, because Blizzard's always been that place where gamers looked up to that, I want to work there. You know, I want to be there.
Well, that's changed here in the past.
It has changed. And this is just another example of that, because it's one of those, well, if you're working at your dream job, why would you quit? Well, it's not a dream job anymore.
Yeah, or like, maybe he just has nothing else to prove. Maybe he's climbed his mountain and it's done.
Yeah, I don't know.
Leave while you're on top.
Before Overwatch 2 releases, you would think it'd be like, we're doing the release, and guys, I will be leaving. Like, you know, because then you get the game's release, woohoo! But then also you're like, I'm not dealing with any of the feedback. Goodbye. And they're just kind of like, get out of there.
I don't know. I don't think we'll ever know.
I don't think so either. But I wouldn't be surprised seeing his name somewhere else, maybe doing like a little side something.
Yeah.
But he's a good guy. We'll miss him. I'll miss him.
Yep.
But yeah, that I do want to get some type of Overwatch night weekly thing going on. So that's kind of why I've been talking about Overwatch more.
Yeah. I had a frustrating good time last time.
Yes.
Which by the way, I'm now streaming on our YouTube channel. It's the same channel you'll be watching this on. And basically it's going to be any type of might events that we do, whether it's Overwatch or raid or even 5-mans dungeons.
Okay.
It'll be that type of stuff. It'll be from my point of view, of course.
And it's on the Mike Gaming channel.
Yeah, and it might or might not have my camera up.
That's
because
fine.
Sometimes I feel like people could look back on my videos and see my frustration on my face that I don't want to come through.
Oh, you're
on
fine.
The microphone.
You're fine. No, so what we did yesterday is we had my friend Blubber, which a lot of people know from my stream and from Discord and from Overwatch in general. He got some friends together, and then we got the Mike community together, and we did a 6v6 in Overwatch, and we played a few games, and I don't think we won any, but
we came really close twice.
We came really close, but it was just supposed to be for fun. I think some people got a little competitive.
I always get competitive.
Yeah, I have a very hard time not getting competitive too. I think Spooky is definitely one of my favorites in there because he's always just so lighthearted and laughing. And it's like at those moments I was like, oh my gosh, why am I taking this so seriously? You know, like, and he was just having a good time.
Yeah, I mean, like, here's why we're taking it so seriously is because I want us to have a good team with our people and to be able to go in there and rock it. And I think we can in time. Right now, everybody's trying to learn what was going on. Like, why am I on fire? Was one of the questions. How does that guy jump that high? Little things that when we aren't asking those questions, then we'll know that we're at a point where we're good.
I love Spooky. He was like, I love it. Like, this little innocence while he's playing this game.
And I mean, it's totally expected. I mean,
did well too.
How's he supposed to know? But at the same time, it's like in WoW, if you're to go into a dungeon with people that don't know the mechanics of it, of course you're gonna have a hard time.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And with WoW, I mean, with Overwatch, it's so much more because it's player versus player. Every single player has a different thing they can do. There's combos that players can do with each other.
No, there's a lot of information going into Overwatch it's with all the characters and ultimates and everything.
Yeah.
No, but I really would like to get, you know, like, it doesn't have to be just 6 people, but, you know, like between like 6 and 8 that once a week we get together, because if we are working together and we know each other, like, I don't even care if we're playing at bronze level. It's just one of those things, like, being a team and then getting better as a team is a really cool experience. And so, like, with that, like, I don't even say necessarily want to go up against another 6 people that we know, because I think that raises tension a little bit higher, at least for me, like, knowing I'm losing to this so-and-so, you know what I mean? It's a little bit better to go up against anonymous whomever, you know, like.
Yeah, well, to a certain point. I mean, like, ideally, what I would like to do is get in one of those leagues. Like, with,
I don't know if our marriage could handle it.
like one of the leagues that's like, hey, gold level.
Yeah, no, that's a cool thing. Yeah, it is fun. It's kind of like what we do with the MDI, right?
Right.
It's just like your own level of pro sports, which is fun. But I really do like the working together as a team, because, like, even when I'll play with, you know, Blubber or Hannah and whomever, even if I'm not playing well, like, even if I'm not clicking heads, you know, we'll say, I can still make a difference if I'm working as a team.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what that game is about. Like, it doesn't matter. I mean, it helps, obviously, if you're, like, getting picks here and there. But if you just actually work together and have a plan, it's super satisfying when it goes off without a problem. And then you get
it. Is.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yep.
But it's neat. Anyways, and plus that game has such a great replay of it. Like, the replay on that game is so well done.
So
yeah,
it's pretty good.
So you can treat it like that. We can, like, go over the playbook again and break it down.
Be like, and you got certain finite maps. You can come up with strats on, like, okay, we're gonna go here. We're gonna have this comp. We're gonna go around this way, force them this way. That will trick them into doing this, and then we'll go here.
Yeah.
So
stuff like that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyways,
we'll
if anybody's interested, please let me know in the Overwatch channel and Discord, because I would love to get something maybe like on, I don't want to steal everybody's weekends, but like a Saturday night or Sunday night or something.
Yeah. I'd like to reserve a tank spot.
Yes, please. I love your Ryan. Your Ryan makes me laugh.
Ryan, and I want to get really good at Winston too. I think I'm okay at Winston right now, but it's not my number one.
Well, there you guys go. Well, we need people. But
you need people.
Let us know. I think that'd be fun. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
I don't think so for this one. Hopefully we'll do one soon here.
We'll do one soon with the MDI results and hopefully the commentary.
Yeah, the commentary would be nice for that.
Yeah.
So
we'll see. Real quick, for the MDI, do they have to keep their key at a certain level? Like, what level is it?
I think we're going to be going for 10s this time.
Still just a 10.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So 10 for your MDI.
Yep.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for being patient and waiting for us to come back.
Yeah.
We'll see you next time.
All right, guys.
Bye.
See you. Thanks. Bye.